Roper. Playing first base, number 23, Tria.
And hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Stratford. A little windy, a little gusty, but the rain has passed, hopefully. Jack Weber here today with you. A beautiful day for softball here on Zaleski Sports as we got a Merriwood South matchup. It's the Stratford Tigers hosting the Assumption Royals. The second time these two teams have matched up, with Stratford getting the win in Wisconsin Rapids on Monday. And we'll go with the starting lineups. First for Assumption, leading off and playing shortstop, number 21, Anna Schooley. Batting second and pitching, number 24, Ari Kavanaugh. Batting third and catching, number 1, Claire Nelson. Batting fourth and playing second base, number 2, Macy Fowler. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 8, Lydia Smits. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 31, Lexi Stoplett. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 33, Maddie Moss. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 10, Kylie Carroll. And batting ninth and playing third base, number 5, Delaney Hahn. So again, it's Schooley, Kavanaugh, Nelson, Vollert, Smits, Stoplett, Moss, Carroll, and Hahn for Assumption. National anthem coming up.
The additional players you see on the field right now are part of Stratford's youth softball team. So we'd like to welcome the Stratford Tiger players from 8Y, 10Y, and 12Y. Our 14Y team is currently not here because they're playing on our other field. And for our youth players, there are goodie bags at the concession stand tonight.
All right, we're about ready to play ball here on Zaleski Sports as Lainey Pankratz on the mound for Stratford today. Mandy Pankratz, the coach, as again, the defense for Stratford is as follows. Outfield is comprised of Emerson Roy in left, Carly Pankratz in center, with Ashley Hollitz in right. You got Callan Schuler at third. You got Gracie Schmidt at short with Wenzel at second. You got Tria Tubbs at first with Emma Roper behind the plate, and Lainey Pankratz on the mound.
Our first three batters tonight will be number 21, Anna Schuley, number 24, Ari Kavanaugh, and number 1, Claire Nelson.
Again, Assumption 10-5, 7-2 in the Merriwood this season. They're first in the South. Meanwhile, Stratford 11-6, 5-4 in conference play, and they're third in the Merriwood South. So this is a big game for Stratford, trying to get back in the hunt. They trail both Assumption and Auburndale as first pitch is popped up. Foul territory. Roper going back, calls for it, and she can't make the play. And new life for Anna Schooley to start out the ball game. And these two teams met on Monday. It was a big win for Stratford in Wisconsin Rapids. Steve Maves had that one for you. 5-2. The Tigers took down the Royals. Here's the 0-1, and that is sent foul and out of play by Schooley. She turned one around, but hooked it foul. Quickly 0-2 on the Royals leadoff hitter. Pancrats ready, the 0-2, and that is low. Count is not even. Count is 1-2. Try to be the only mistake I make today. Can't make any promises. Pancrats working fast. Schooley digs back in. Count is 1-2. Pancrats ready and deals. And a bit inside. Count even is 2-2. That time the count is even. Here's the 2-2. And a line drive foul, and this will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat for Pancrats against School. Gain near the corner, and that one is foul. Count remains 2-2. We'll do it again. And on the ground is short. Feeling it is Schmidt. Long throw is in time to get Schooley, and there is the first out.
Schooley grounds out to third, bringing up number 24, Ari Kavanaugh.
One gone, and now here is Ari Kavanaugh as it's in there for a strike 0-1. One swing and a miss from Kavanaugh. It's 0-2. Balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. That's high. 1-2. One, two. Fouled off. Kavanaugh stays alive. One, two. And fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Kavanaugh stays alive for another pitch. Royals making Pancrats work for her outs here in the first. 1-2. Fly ball down the right field line that is foul and out of play and headed towards the shed and off the shed. 1-2 again. And outside, count even 2-2. Again, despite Stratford taking the first game, playing the same team twice in a week and beating them is hard to do. 2-2. And that is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Assumptions had to do that a couple of times. They did that with Newman Catholic at the beginning of the season. They did that with Auburndale a couple weeks ago. And each time they both ended splitting the series, and that is sent foul and out of play, and we'll do it again. Heck of an at-bat up, put up here by Ari Kavanaugh. And Pancrats will get a new softball, I should say. Three, 2, and called strike 3. And there's the first strikeout, the first Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Laney Pancrat. Serve Pro like it never even happened.
Number 1, Claire.
And
Nelson.
here is Claire Nelson, 2 gone. First pitch to Nelson is sent in the air to shallow right and foul territory. Tubbs going back, and she makes the catch, and the side is retired. Royals go 1-2-3. Stratford coming up. We're scoreless, and here in Stratford, you're watching Merrillwood softball on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Bottom of the first, as starting lineup for the Stratford Tigers, leading off playing center field, number 10 Carly Pankratz, batting second and pitching number 4 Lainey Pankratz, batting third and catching number 5 Emma Roper, batting fourth and playing first base number 23 Tria Tubbs, batting fifth and playing shortstop number 12 Gracie Schmidt, batting sixth and playing second base number 8 Cressa Wenzel, batting seventh and playing third base number 6 Callan Schuler, batting eighth and the designated player number 1 Michaela Stieber, and batting ninth and playing right field, number 14, Ashley Hollitz with Emerson Roy in the flex spot in left field. First offering from Ari Kavanaugh on the mound today here for Assumption. And on the ground to third, right there is Hahn. She fields, throws, and it takes one pitch to retire Carly Pankratz. And a good start for Kavanaugh on the mound.
Third, bringing up number 4, Lainey Pankratz.
And we can see now, we take a look at the Royals defense. You got Stofflet in left, Smits in center, Carroll in right, with Hahn at third. You got Schooley at short, Vollert at second, Moss at first, with Nelson behind the plate and Kavanaugh on the mound. First pitch to Lainey Pankratz, and that's lined into left field, the base hit. So 2 pitches from Kavanaugh. She gets a ground out, and now a single for Lainey Pankratz. And the first hit for either team, first base runner of the game for Stratford.
Emma Roper.
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Emma Roper. One of the biggest offensive weapons for Stratford so far this season. Respawn with a runner on. As Kavanaugh ready, here is the first pitch, and that is low. 1 ball and no strikes. As Pankratz thought about it for a moment, she retreats back to first. It's the 1-0. And Roper on the ground, right back to Kavanaugh. She bobbles, and everybody's going to be safe. Two runners on with only 1 out.
Number 23, Tria Tubbs.
And that'll bring on Tria Tubbs. And a good situation for the Tigers early. A scoring chance for Stratford. Kavanaugh on a jam. First pitch to Tubbs, and Tubbs sends one foul down the left field line. And Kavanaugh fields that cleanly. She gets Roper. Instead, she bobbled it, and it allowed Roper to reach. The ball's in 1 strike. Here it is. And Tubbs on the ground to second base, and they'll go to the easy out for first. Good decision by Vollert. 2 gone. Runners will move up. And runners at second and third now for Gracie Schmidt. A productive out for Tria Tubbs, 4-3 on the putout.
Number 12, Gracie Schmidt.
As Gracie Schmidt, chance to give the Tigers the early lead. Sorry, I apologize. And there's a fly ball down the right field line. And out of play. 0-1 on Schmidt. Kavanaugh trying to get out of this jam with no runs. He's got runners the second, third with 2 outs. That was a big out. 0-1. Schmidt got a piece of it, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Kavanaugh ready, here it is. And Schmidt just outside, 1-2. On the surface, a good pitch to take. It was just outside and not an easy pitch to take. One, two. And that is high. 2-2 now. Got it. We're having severe technical issues. I apologize. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Not really sure why. I'm trying to figure that out, but hopefully right now it's working. So full count. Here's a 3-2. On the ground is short. Schooley's got it. Oh, she bobbles it, and everybody's going to be safe. A run is in. Put the ball in play. Good things will happen. And Stratford strikes first. They lead it 1-0.
Number 8, Cressa Wenzel.
Here's Cressa Wenzel. 1 in for the Tigers. Kavanaugh deals. Wenzel, a little chopper to third. Coming in, charging his Hahn. She throws to first. And a nice scoop over at first by Moss. The run is in. We've played 1. It's 1-0 Stratford. We'll be back after these messages.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Tine, and Whitetail Magic. Rifles, handguns, and shotguns in stock from Springfield, Mossberg, Glock, Ruger, and Savage. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
1-0 Stratford after 1 here on Zaleski Sports. As today's game is brought to you by Blues Hair Studio. Spring has sprung in Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you get your best look for spring. Book your appointment with Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield today. Top of the second, first batter up is Macy Vollert, who takes one outside, 1-0. Vollert, Smits, and Stofflet due up for Assumption here in the second, and 1-0 is sent foul down the line and out of the reach of the Tiger outfield and infield. Count even 1-1 on Vollert. Pancratz was able to go 1-2-3, picking up a strikeout in the first. This is the break-even pitch. Fly ball foul down the line. It's 1-2, another shed shot. Stratford got 1 on a couple of errors and a hit in the bottom of the first. 1-0. 1-2 is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not sure why I thought it was 1-0. There was definitely more than 1 pitch in that at bat. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And the second serve pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the day for Laney Pankratz. And one gone here in the top of the second.
Lydia Smith.
Serve pro like it never even happened. Baller down the way of the K. And that'll bring on Lydia Smith, the center fielder. First pitch to her is swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And Smith's got a piece of it, fouls it off. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Smits. Pankratz ready and deals it. And right down Main Street, a called strike 3. Roper will have to secure it down at first. And she does. Back-to-back Ks, the third of the day for Laney Pankratz, and 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring on
Number
Lexi Stoplett.
31, Lexi Stoplett.
First pitch, Stoplett, a big cut and a miss, 0-1. And Pankratz is dialed in. She was able to go 1-2-3, but a couple of those at-bats, especially the one with Ari Kavanaugh that ended in a strikeout, were long battles. 0-1 is low, count even 1-1. Not a bad frame job by Emma Roper, but still low. Count even 1-1, here it is. And Stoplett fouls it off. One, 2. And just outside, count even 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pankratz ready and deals. Popped up foul and out of play, and Stoplett hanging tough. Two, and Stoplett back up the middle and down for a base hit. 2-out single for Lexi Stoplett, and the inning continues. It's a good at-bat by Stoplett. She fell down 0-2 quickly, able to battle back, draw the count even, and hit a nice single up the middle and drop it into center field. Yeah, and Carly Pankratz was playing in a deeper zone, and it would have been a long, tough play for her to get. As here's Maddie Moss, first baseman for the Royals, their typical first baseman. Here's the first pitch, and Moss, a big cut and a miss. She was early, 0-1. Pankratz ready, deals the 0-1, and hits the low part of the zone. It's quickly 0-2. And this is what happened in the last at-bat. Stoplett was able to battle and get a base hit. Moss trying to extend this inning. 0-2. And Moss pops it up, foul, and that'll go out of play. Schuler gave it a look for a second, but it sailed out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. That sent foul again. Moss hanging tough. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. High, count even high is throw back to first. Stoplett back with a slide, and she is safe. Stoplett was caught off the bag. Roper made a throw down, and Stoplett just got back ahead of the tag. 1-2. And that is low. Count even 2-2. So again, what we saw with Stoplett, count started out at 0-2. Moss been able to battle back and even it up. And a swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Royals get a hit. They leave a runner on. We're going to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Stratford. You're watching softball on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Bottom of the second inning, and here comes the sun, as the Beatles would say. That big yellow thing in the sky. It's been hiding for a couple of days. As 79 due up for Stratford, Schuler, Stieber, and Hollitz against Ari Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh got into a bit of a jam. She had runners at second and first with only one out, and she only allowed one run. And it was a play that really Anna Schooley would probably tell you she could have made.
First three up for the Tigers in the second inning.
Today's game is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau Insurance. They've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you today. And coming at the end of this month, May 31st to June 2nd, is Marshfield Dairy Fest. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend. Dairy Fest, May 31st through June 2nd, as that's a strike. Start the at-bat for Callan Schuler. No balls, one strike. Here it is. And on the ground to short. Schooley's got it, drifts over. Nice play, throw, and that throw goes wide. And Schuler will stop at first. As that'll be an E6. And again, most people will tell me that I'm probably too critical with what I rule a hit versus an error, but if I'm doing it the right way, Assumption's got 3 errors already. One of those could probably be ruled a hit. One, I just don't see how they could. In my opinion, just my silly personal opinion. And now squaring to bunt is Hollitz, and she bunts it foul. I was about to say, it certainly looked like she got a piece of it, and that's what they called. And Coach Nelson having a quick word with Claire Nelson. Claire Nelson's taken a couple of rough hops. That one, and then there was a play back in the first inning where she got necked by a foul tip as well. The ball's one strike. Squaring to bunt again is how she gets it down. Hanfield, she'll go to first for the easy out. That'll advance Schuler to second as Vollert was covering. Successful sacrifice
Bunt
for Michaela Stieber, I apologize.
Ashley Hollitz.
Now here's Ashley Hollitz. Schuler at second. Hollitz digging in, the 9-spot hitter. First pitch to Hollitz is right down Main Street, 0-1. The ball's one strike. Here it is. And Hollitz sends a little flare and foul. It's 0-2. We'll go back to the top of the order with Carly Pankratz, regardless. Unless a double play happens, I should say. I can't say regardless because there is a chance. 0-2. And that is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Hollitz. One, 2. High. Count is even, 2-2. Good at bat here from Hollitz. She's been able to draw the count even. Two. Swing and a miss. And there is 2 gone now. First strikeout of the day for Ari Kavanaugh. And back to the top of the order with Carly Pankratz. Pankratz grounded out to third last time, 0-for-1 on the day. Trying to extend the lead for Stratford. Kavanaugh trying to make this a scoreless second. She had a chance to make it a scoreless first, but a good job by her to limit Tigers to only 1 run in that situation. Right down Main Street, 0-1 on Pankratz. Carly Pankratz only saw one pitch from Kavanaugh. She jumped on the first pitch and grounded out to third. No balls, one strike. Kavanaugh ready and deals. And just a bit outside, count even 1-1. Didn't miss by much. Could have been a strike easily. That outside part of the zone is not part of this umpiring crew's strike arsenal. Count even 1-1. Here it is. And the fly ball into right field. That is down for a base hit. And they're going to wave home Schuler. Throw to the plate is not in time. And down to second goes Carly Pankratz. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0 Stratford.
RBI single for Carly.
Pankratz goes to second on the throw.
Pankratz.
That was a good job by Carroll to field that one quickly. She got it in quickly. Probably about maybe a second earlier, and they would have maybe had a play on Schuler at home. But either way, runner at second now, and here is Lainey Pankratz, 1-for-1. She jumped on the first pitch and singled against Kavanaugh back in the first. That's tying outside, 1-0. And the Royals have some work to do here in this game. Just like Monday, they fall behind early. Stratford was able to win on Monday, as I said, 5-2. I said that a couple of times. 1-0 is grounded to second base. Fielded by Vollert. Throw to first is low, and Moss couldn't regather in time. And Pankratz is going to be safe. That allows
Number 5, Emma Roper.
Carly to go to third. Laney reaches. And Assumption not doing themselves any favors here in the early goings of this game. And here's Emma Roper. Roper reached on an error last time up. At least that's what I ruled it. And that's a strike going one. Again, I don't have the luxury the MLB commentators do where they have everybody ruling things for them. Even then, though, you do get some opinions of some announcers are more critical of what they rule errors versus hits. 0-1. Outside is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Count even, and down to second goes Lainey Pankratz, and runners at second and third now. 1-1. Roper sends one in the air, center field, going way back to the wall, and it's off the wall. Laney's in, Carly's in. It's a 2 RBI double for Emma Roper. And it's 4-0 Stratford. A 3-run second inning, all coming with 2 outs.
23, Tria Tubbs.
As here's Tria Tubbs. That was smoked. That was way over the head of Lydia Smits, who was playing shallow. A little more height, that would have been a dead center home run. Power hitting catcher Emma Roper. 2 RBI double. Now it's Tubbs, and Tubbs sends one in the air right center field. That's in the gap. Carroll, and now Smits will run it down. And the inning is over. Damage done. We're going to the third. 3 runs for the Tigers. 4-0 Stratford.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Top of the third inning. Just hang on a second.
Leading off for the Royals, it's number 10, Kylie Carroll.
Kylie Carroll ready to lead off. First pitch is bunted all the way through from Carroll. It's 0-1. Top of the third inning, 4-0 Stratford leading Assumption. Game 2 of this. As that's in there for a strike, 0-2. Sorry, my YouTube channel is just not apparently wanting to be my friend. 0-2, and that is high. Did she offer? And she did. She went around. That is already the 5th Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout.
Number 5, Delaney Hahn.
For Lainey Pankrats, and here's Delaney Hahn. And a little liner off the cage. That is now 4 consecutive outs for Pankrats via the K. 3 of them swinging, 1 of them backward as a big cut and a miss, 0-2 on Hahn. No balls, 2 strikes. Pankrats ready. Deals the 0-2 again, and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. That's 3 consecutive Ks dating back to the final out of last inning.
Number 21.
And that is 5 consecutive Ks in total. Again, it is not 5 consecutive outs. There was a single by Lexi Stoplet. Back to the top of the order with Anna Schooley. She grounded out to short after a long 8-pitch battle. That's inside 1-0 on Schooley. And that is just a bit outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Here it is. And that hits the inside corner. It's 2-1. Good pitch from Pankrats. Not a bad take from Schooley either. Your head 2-0. That one was a bit inside. I don't blame Anna Schooley for taking that pitch whatsoever. 2-1. Schooley pops it up, foul territory and out of play. And count is even 2-2 now on Anna Schooley. Pankrats trying to strike out the side. Schooley trying to extend the inning. The 2-2, and that is low. Count is full. Stratford got 1 in the first, 3 last inning. The big blow really was the single from Carly Pankrats and the 2-run double by Emma Roper. As that sent down the left field line and out of play foul. Yeah, and Anna Schooley straightens that one out. There was a swing in her first at-bat that had she just straightened out, it would have been a bomb to left field. Leadoff hitter for the Royals has got some serious pop in that bat. And a line drive caught by Schuler. Wow, what a catch. Could not hit it any harder than Anna Schooley just did. But the Royals go 1-2-3. And we're going to the bottom of the third. You're watching Softball and Zaleski Sports. It's still 4-0 Stratford.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good. And
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Bottom of the third, 4-0 Stratford as 5, 6, 7 do up Schmidt, Wenzel, and Schuler for Stratford. Zari Kavanaugh back out for another inning of work. As take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com today to get started. Gracie Schmidt reached on an error that allowed the first run to score back in the first. That one I would definitely rule an error, in my opinion, again. Swing and a miss, 0-1. That is a play that, again, I feel, that was the one I was talking about earlier that I bet if Anna Schooley would be talking to us after the game, she would say she should have had that one. No balls, 1 strike. Here it is. And just outside again. That outside corner is not being called. That wasn't a bad pitch at all from Kavanaugh. Count is even 1-1. One. Outside and low, 2-1. And both these teams have got a busy weekend ahead of them. This is just the start. We'll get into that in just a second. 2-1 to Schmidt is a high strike. It's 2-2. And for Stratford, they are on the road tomorrow. They're heading to Rib Lake. And then they'll be at Gilman Thorpe this weekend for the Slam Fest, where they'll start at noon versus Blair Taylor. On the ground to third, Hahn coming in, charging, Fields throws, and in plenty of time to get Gracie Schmidt. Hahn has been busy over at first today, and she's done a heck of a job. She's made every play that's come her way.
Number 8, Cressa Wenzel.
As Cressa Wenzel will step up. Wenzel grounded out to third. That ended the first inning, 0 for 1 on the day. Kavanaugh would really benefit from a scoreless inning here. First pitch, Wenzel pops it up. Right field, coming in, calling for it, and making the catch is Kylie Carroll. 1 pitch, 1 out to Cressa Wenzel, and 2 up and 2 down. And Kavanaugh has gotten 2 outs each time, and she's either been a strike or 2 away from getting out of the inning, but timely hitting for the Tigers. As here's Callan Schuler. Reached down an error, came around to score last inning. That was on the Pankratz single, Carly Pankratz single. First pitch, and a little flare, calling for it, backing up, and making the catch is Macy Vollert, and that is a smooth, clean second inning for Ari Kavanaugh. That's exactly what she needed. We are going to the third. Sorry, we're going to the fourth. Wow, I'm not with it. I apologize. We'll be back after these messages. I can maybe clear my head.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
4-0 Stratford in the fourth inning, or the third as I just called it because I'm just not with it apparently. Quality auto body and framework since 1952 is the motto of Arts Body Shop. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield.
Leading off for the Royals in the top of the fourth, number 24, Ari Kavanaugh.
As Ari Kavanaugh will step up, and she will have the task of trying to figure out Lainey Pankratz. As a bunt pop-up, and it's going to drop, and it will roll foul. That stayed fair. Stratford was in trouble. Kavanaugh was bolting down the line. Here's the 0-1. Kavanaugh takes one low and inside, 1-1. Kavanaugh struck out back in the first. Six Ks on the day for Pankratz as it's fouled off. It's 1-2 now. Kavanaugh, Nelson, and Vollert due up for Assumption here in the fourth. 1-2. Popped up, foul territory. Tubbs will give it a look and watch it sail out of play. And that's outside, 2-2. Called, strike 3. Strikeout number 7, thanks to Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel.
Number 1, Claire Nelson.
Like it never even happened, but it just did. That's one of those ironic things I always have to say. Like it never even happened, but it just did happen. So Claire Nelson popped out to first her last time up. And that's low. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0. Fly ball into right field, going back and dropping the ball is the right fielder Hollitz, and Nelson's into second base. That'll be an error on Hollitz. And
number 2.
A lucky break for Assumption. And the Royals have a runner at second now with only 1 out for Macy Vollard. And is that the play Assumption is looking for? Still got a steep hill to climb, down 4-0 here in the 4th, and Pankratz is dealing. That is one of the few mistakes we've seen from the Stratford team today. Popped up, first pitch, foul territory. Roper and Schuler will give it a look. It's out of play. Vollert struck out back in the 2nd. Pankratz K'd the side in the 2nd. Did give up a hit. A 1. Low and outside, 1-1. Good stop by Roper to eliminate an advance from Nelson. And I would think that the Royals would be careful running the bases down 4-0 in a midpoint of a game. Break even. Line drive foul. 1-2 now on Vollert. And you obviously have the Stratford loss, but again, Assumption's played some good teams. They said they got swept in a doubleheader by Mosinee, but Mosinee is ranked in the top 5 in the state for softball. They got a good team over there. And just a bit outside, 2-2. Speaking of Mosinee, they are in Stevens Point tonight. They got a good matchup there. It's D5 number 1 Pacelli versus D2 number 1 Mosinee. So good one there. 2-2 swung on and missed.
Number 8, Lydia Smith.
And if the stars would align, we would have a new London Mosinee regional, and that would be one heck of a game. And first pitch fouled off, 0-1 on Lydia Smits. That was the 8th strikeout of the day, by the way, for Pankratz. She's racking up some strikeouts for Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro today. I think the most I've had, maybe not, I don't think that we've done the Serve Pro one in Mosinee, but Sailor Timmerman of Lakeland Union one time had 14 strikeouts in a game. It's 0-2, though, quickly here on Smits. 2 gone. Balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. That is high, 1-2. So really, I think Assumption has to take some of these losses and say, hey, we played good teams. Said Stratford is not a bad team either. And again, this game is far from over. I'm not saying that today's a lot. It's just more of a point. That is high, 2-2. But you can take these losses and say, okay, we played good teams, and we can learn, all right, well, we had to play good teams to show what kind of team we really are. What's our skill level? 2-2 is swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Pankratz K's the side for the 2nd time today. Bottom of the 4th, it is still 4-0 Stratford. You are watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back after this message from Partners Bank.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Bottom of the 4th inning, still 4-0 Stratford as Lainey Pankratz throwing a gem. 8-9-1 due up. Stieber, Hollitz, and Carly Pankratz. The reason I keep messing it up is my bad handwriting. As Hollitz,
Leading off for the Tigers is number 1, Michaela Stieber.
Stieber had a successful sacrifice bunt her last time up, which would later prove to be very handy as that is low. That allowed Schuler to get to second after she reached on an error, and then later she came around to score on the Carly Pankrat single. 1-0 to Stieber. Low again, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0. Right down Main Street, 2-1. Again, it's youth night here in Stratford. 2-1 on the ground, right back up the middle. A base hit for Michaela Stieber. And this 4th inning starts well for Stratford.
Base hit for Michaela brings up number 14, Ashley Hollitz.
As here's Ashley Hollitz. She struck out. The only strikeout of the day for Ari Kavanaugh. And Kavanaugh, it's been tough because a lot of the base runners have not been entirely from her doing. Just a couple of miscues for Assumption today. Squaring to bunt is Hollitz. She gets it down, and fielding it is Kavanaugh. Good throw to Vollert covering. But a good bunt from Hollitz allows Stieber to get to second.
For Hollitz, advances Michaela.
Second successful
Carly Pankrat.
sack bunt laid down by the Tigers today. And back to the top of the order with Carly Pankratz. 1 for 2. A single, an RBI, and she grounded out to third. First pitch. Pankratz pokes it foul. We got a whole slate of games. A busy day today. Spring season starting to, I don't want to say finish, but it's starting to close a bit. Here's the 0-1. Pankratz takes one high, count even. Again, our slate today. I'll tell you that in a second. 1-1 to Carly Pankratz, and just outside, 2-1. That didn't miss by much. That's a good pitch from Kavanaugh. Again, first. Spatch is at Wisconsin Rapids in softball. McDonald Central is at Marathon in baseball. On the ground to first. Vollert will field it on a hop, flip to first, and get Carly Pankratz. That allows Stieber to get to third. So a productive out.
Number 4, Lainey Pankratz.
2 gone, and that'll bring on Lainey Pankratz. Singled, reached on an error, and scored a run. And Pankratz lines it off of Hahn. That takes a shot. She fields, regathers, throws wide, and she stayed on the bag. What a play by Maddie Moss. That was a shot right off Delaney Hahn. She stuck with it, made a good throw. Was a bit wide. Moss able to keep her foot on the bag. And the Tigers are kept scoreless in the 4th. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 4-0 Stratford. You're watching Merriwood Softball on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you, and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
4-0 Stratford leading Assumption here on Zaleski Sports. 6-7-8 due up. Stofflet, Moss, and Carroll against Lainey Pankratz. Anyway, so Spash is at Wisconsin Rapids. McDonald Central is at Marathon, as I said. Mosinee is at Pacelli in softball. Marshfield is at Spash in baseball. Wausau East is at Marshfield in softball. Wisconsin Rapids is at DC Everest in baseball. First got Assumption and Stratford. Loyola Greenwood is at Columbus Catholic in softball. Congratulations to the Columbus Catholic Dons for clinching the Clover Belt East Conference Championship. And Eau Claire North is at Eau Claire Memorial. And then later tonight at 6:30, at least that's the scheduled time, Pacelli is at Tri-County in CWC South Baseball. And Southwood fouls it off 0-1. Four scoreless innings, 9 Ks so far for Laney Pankrats. Off speed, dropped in there nicely. It's quickly 0-2 on Stofflet. Stofflet singled, the only hit for Assumption. The Royals have had 2 base runners. The other one came on an error last inning. 0-2. Low and outside, 1-2 on Stofflet. One ball, 2 strikes. Pankrats ready and deals. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10. And here is Maddie Moss.
Maddie Moss.
It is just, it's been a struggle today offensively for Assumption, and they need to start getting things figured out now. Here's a big cut and a miss 0-1 on Moss. And really, it's been a good outing from Ari Kavanaugh. She's done a good job keeping the Tigers only at 4 runs. It could be a whole lot worse. Big cut and a miss, quickly 0-2. And Kratz ready, deals the 0-2. That is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, we'll have coverage of at least the Royal Rumble in Wisconsin Rapids on Saturday. Tomorrow, though, we've got Menominee at DC Everest, Whitnall at New Berlin, Eisenhower. Big cut and a miss. 11 strikeouts. And then Columbus Catholic is at Loyal, and Arrowhead is at Eau Claire Memorial. So 4 good games tomorrow. Again, as some audience members may not be totally familiar, we have expanded to the Milwaukee area. A couple of games here and there, not as prevalent with some of our other areas, but we're branching out there. Started during basketball season.
We have a pinch hitter, number 3, batting for number 10.
So we're going to have a pinch hitter as Jordan Jaglinski is going to pinch hit for Kylie Carroll. We'll see if this will be a defensive substitution or not. We'll see if she'll go in for Carroll and Wright. First pitch, and Jaglinski, big cut and a miss, 0-1. Coach Nelson going to his bench and just trying to see what works. 0-1. Big cut and a miss, quickly 0-2. Pankrats trying to K the side for the 2nd consecutive inning. 0-2. That is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I think, honestly, right now, maybe the part of the problem is they just need to be patient. Most of the time I've seen Assumption swing, they've been early. Just as an observation. That's fouled off. And Jaglinski stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. And Jaglinski gets a piece of another one. Stays alive. One, 2. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Royals go 1-2-3. Bottom of the 5th coming up. You're watching Softball on Zaleski Sports. It's still 4-0 Stratford.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Number 3, Jordan Jagolinski stayed in the game.
As bottom of the 5th inning, 4-0 Stratford. One change for Assumption defensively. Jordan Jaglinski is now in right field instead of Kylie Carroll, so that is a defensive change after the pinch hit appearance.
For the Tigers, it's number 5.
As Emma Roper ready to dig in. Roper has reached on an error and doubled. She's got 2 RBIs today. As Kavanaugh ready to deal her first offering to Emma Roper, and her first pitch is low, 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, and despite Stratford having pretty much complete control of this game, they haven't scored a run since the 2nd inning. Last 2 runs came courtesy of that double from Emma Roper. That's all they've needed with Lainey Pankratz on the mound. That is low, 2-0 on Emma Roper. And Roper up the middle, past the glove of Schooley for a leadoff single. Second hit of the day for Emma Roper. And the 5th hit of the day for Stratford.
Number 23, Tria Tubbs.
As here's Tria Tubbs. Tubbs grounded out to second and flew out to deep center her last time up. She tagged it, but it was a good running catch by Lydia Smits in center. That ended the 2nd inning. Kavanaugh's first pitch. Tubbs, big cut and a miss. Oh, I'm sorry, she fouled that one off. She just got a piece of it and was able to hit it foul. Ball's 1 strike. Here it is. High ball foul and out of play 0-2. Ball's 2 strikes on Tubbs. Kavanaugh ready and deals. And Tubbs sends another one foul. Contact has been there for Tubbs. It's just either been right at someone or good defense behind it. Kavanaugh ready, deals the 0-2. Tubbs, little flare. Calling for it is Vollert. And she makes the catch for out number 1.
Number 12.
As here's Gracie Schmidt. Reached down an error that allowed the first run to score and grounded out to third, back in the 3rd. It's Kavanaugh. First pitch. And on the ground to second. Voller can't get it. It's through for a base hit. Gracie Schmidt.
Base hit for Gracie. Brings up number 8.
And that'll bring on Cressa Wenzel. Wenzel 0 for 2, grounded out to third to end the 1st. Flew out to right, back in the 3rd inning. Hahn and Moss playing shallow, almost at bunt depth. Not quite at the usual level, but moved in slightly. It's 1-0. I just don't really see Wenzel bunting here unless she's going to bunt for a hit. 1-0, and Wenzel fouls it off. Count even 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That is low and in the dirt. Kicks away from Nelson, and the runners will move up. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now on Wenzel, and runners are in scoring position for Cressa. 2 in scoring position, 2-1, and that is a low strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kavanaugh ready. Wenzel ready. 2-2. And just outside, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. Wenzel ready. Kavanaugh deals. And Wenzel, little chopper, going to be a tough play. And that will roll. That'll stay fair. That's going to be a base hit. And now they got Schmidt off the bag.
Infield base hit for Cressa brings up number 6, Callan Schuler.
And Schmidt fortunate that there was nobody covering second base. As the bases are loaded now for Callan Schuler. Reached on an error and popped out to second base. And a chance to break this one open and add some more insurance for Stratford here in the 5th inning against Ari Kavanaugh. First pitch, Schuler takes one inside, 1-0. And a little flare, foul territory. Moss makes the catch, a basket catch. And that is a tough out. 2 gone. That is a big out for Ari Kavanaugh, though. And Michaela Stieber will come up. She singled last inning, was stranded at third. 2 outs, bases loaded. Kavanaugh trying to get out of another jam and keep this a 4-run game. First pitch, and Stieber, a big cut and a miss, 0-1. Ball's 1 strike. Here it is. Stieber takes one outside. 1-1. Stieber, line drive, caught by Schooley. And Kavanaugh gets out of a big-time jam. And the inning is over. We're going to the 6th. Still 4-0 Stratford. You're watching softball on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Nothing Stratford here on Zaleski Sports as we enter the top half of the 6th inning. As 9-1-2 due up for Assumption, Hahn, Schooley, and Kavanaugh. Lainey Pankratz. Twelve strikeouts for her today on the mound. One hit and 1 error, no walks issued by Lainey Pankratz. Well, I'm gonna knock on wood with the no walk comment. First pitch, big cut and a miss, 0-1 on Hahn. Stratford had a chance to really break this game open. A good job by Kavanaugh to work through that jam. 0-1, big cut and a miss, 0-2. Assumption just having a heck of a time trying to figure out Lainey Pankratz. 0-2 again is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Pankratz working at Brent Suter speed, and that's a called strike 3. 13 strikeouts. And you're talking about just a couple of seconds in between each individual pitch. As back to the top of the order with Anna Schooley, 0 for 2. He's almost working too fast for me. First pitch, and Schooley lines one into center field, but right at Carly Pankratz for out number 2.
Number 24.
Apologize, wrong button on the scoreboard there. So 2 outs, and that'll bring on Ari Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh for 2. She struck out looking twice. First pitch is fouled off, 0-1. Stratford trying to sweep the season series against Assumption. They won game 1, 5-2 on Monday at Robinson Park. 0-1. Fly ball into right field, down the right field line. Long run for Wenzel and out of her reach. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. That is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Popped up. Shallow infield, calling for it, and making the catch is Cressa Wenzel. And the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Lainey Pankratz. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's still 4-0 Stratford. We'll be back after these messages.
Bauer & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Find Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Bottom of the 6th inning as it's getting a little dark here in Stratford. Hopefully it's the clouds blocking the sun. That's all I can hope it is. As (9-1-2) due up for Stratford.
Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the 6th, number 14, Ashley Hollitz.
As Ashley Hollitz, 0 for 2. Strikeout, she bunted out her last time up. It was a successful sacrifice. As Ari Kavanaugh trying to eat up 6 innings for the Assumption Royals today. Big cut and a miss, 0-1. So Kavanaugh's done a really good job. I mean, there's been a lot of traffic on the bases with her on the mound today, and she's only allowed 4 runs, and she hasn't allowed a single run since the 2nd, especially last inning when she got out of a jam. Bases loaded with only 1 out. Counting even 1-1 on Hollitz. Hollitz off of Kavanaugh, going to be a tough play. Throw to first, not in time. Moss dropped it. I think that Hollitz would have been safe regardless. That'll be an infield hit.
Base hit for Ashley brings up number 10, Carly Pankratz.
As here is Carly Pankratz. Pankratz 1 for 3. She's grounded out to third, grounded out to short, singled, and has an RBI today. She also scored a run. That was all back in the 2nd. She drove in the 2nd Royal run as now a meeting on the mound, and we'll see what this is. Will this be a pitching change? And that is going to be the end of the day for Ari Kavanaugh, and Macy Vollert will be on the mound. Ari Kavanaugh will move to 2nd. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back after Macy Vollert finishes her warm-up tosses.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talented expertise of a big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontics and orthodontics, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for your family. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our communities and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
4-0 Assumption trailing Stratford as now a bunt from Carly Pankratz, and she's going to be safe as Hahn bobbled it. Nobody covering third. Runners will stay put. Apologize, that was a quick transition.
Number 4, Lainey Pankratz.
As I feel like that would have to be a base hit as well. Again, you can disagree with me all you want. If you have here's what we can do. If you have a disagreement on how I rule a play, make a comment. Tell me about it. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you have a thought, as that is in there for a strike 0-1 on Lainey Pankratz. Pankratz 1 for 3. Singled, scored a run. Scored 2 runs, actually. She reached on an error back in the second. And is grounded out to third. 0-1. An outside strike. And that outside corner is finally opened up. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Big cut and a miss. And a 3-pitch strikeout, the first of the day for Vollert. Second of the day for the Assumption pitching staff.
Number 5, Emma Roper.
And 1 gone, and that'll bring on Emma Roper. Roper 2 for 3. Reached on an error, doubled, and singled. She also drove in 2 runs. First pitch. Roper takes one high, 1-0. Fouled off. Two one. Fly ball foul. And that's 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. Roper, line drive, caught by the third baseman, Hahn. She has had a heck of a game defensively. So 2 gone, and that'll bring on Tria Tubbs. I guess one thing that Stratford's going to need to work on if they are victorious today is they got to work on hitting with runners in scoring position. Again, their offense has helped them out enough, and again, with Lady Pankratz on the mound the way she's pitching, I think 2 runs probably would have helped them. And that is fouled off. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. High, 1-2 on Tubbs. One, 2, swing and a miss. And how about Macy Vollert working out of a jam? 7th inning coming up. Last chance for Assumption. Back after this.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
4-0 in favor of Stratford. His last chance for Assumption here today, as Claire Nelson, Macy Vollard, and Lydia Smits do up against Lainey Pankratz, who's pitching a gem. 13 strikeouts, only 1 hit, just 2 base runners for Assumption today. One of them was on an error.
Leading off for the Royals.
Tall task, Royals. Hopefully they can try to get something going here.
Nelson.
Tigers, though, trying to win 2 straight against Assumption and sweep the season series and get a big conference win late in the season. First pitch, Nelson pops it up. Shallow outfield caught by Kressel Wenzel. And there is out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring on Macy Vollard. Vollard 0 for 2. She struck out twice. Nelson finishes the day 0 for 3. At least right now, 0 for 3. Again, I got to stop saying that. I always say, oh, it's finished. It's not over yet. That's fouled off 0-1 on Vollard. Want to know who said it was over? One of the Indians broadcasters in Game 7, and the Indians actually ended up forcing extra innings. So you never know. 0-1. That is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of times where people say it's over. And that is popped up. Foul territory. Schuler calling for it. She's got it. And 2 down, and the Royals down to their final out. And the last chance will be Lydia Smits. Smits struck out twice. And she'll try to extend this inning for Lexi Stofflet, who's got the only Royal hit today. First pitch. And fly ball into left field. Going back, calling for it is Roy. She makes the catch. And it's a 1-hit shutout for Lainey Pankratz. And the Stratford Tigers have swept the Assumption Royals in the season series. Coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. You get them anytime at NasonvilleDairy.com or in Marshfield or Curtis. Again, final score, the Stratford Tigers 4, Assumption Royals nothing. Back after this message from our friends at Nasonville and Ken Hyman.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Meanwhile, Stratford on top in baseball, 12-0 over Assumption. We're going to try to get this done.
Yeah, get them moved. There's 2 tables around the table there.
Try to make this as quick as possible.
That's okay.
Girls, whoever you want. Whoever you want for the players, up to you.
I'm gonna do Emma Roper.
Emma Roper? All right, sounds good. Well, we'll just start with you.
Okay.
All right, Coach Mandy Pankratz, a good win today. 2 straight wins over Assumption. So I guess I'll just ask, What do you feel like you guys did the best today to incorporate from what you guys did on Monday to get the win here today? I feel like what did you guys do the best today? I guess the best question.
You know what? We hit the ball really well on Monday, and I kind of thought to myself this morning it might be a little difficult to answer that how well but our approach in the batter's box today was great. We were aggressive. We hit the ball hard. Even our outs were hard in situations. Just really proud of those girls. We made big plays. You know, Callan and Schuler, Snags went out of that. Schoolie, who's a phenomenal athlete, just hits a rocket and she snags it out of midair. And you know, we did the little things. We bunted when we needed to and played the short game. So just proud of our kids all the way across the board.
All right, so just you got a busy weekend ahead of you. Obviously, a couple of games, including tomorrow. You're at Rib Lake, if I'm correct.
Yep.
All right, been wrong a couple of times. So I feel like, what do you guys just feel like you guys need to work on, or maybe even improve just into this weekend, so you guys continue this successful stretch you guys have had recently?
We go to Rib Lake tomorrow, and then we head to the Gilman Thorpe Slam Fest on Saturday, which is just always a phenomenal tournament with phenomenal teams. So we talk and pride ourselves all the time about building a strong schedule, and the Merriwood South supplies that. Rib Lake is a very good team tomorrow, and the teams we see on Saturday. So our goals are just to keep learning, keep competing, and have a blast.
All right, well, thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, player of the game, Emma Roper, 3 hits today, a phenomenal day at the plate, as well as the big blow as the 2-run double in the second inning. But first, I'll just ask you more of a catcher's perspective with Lainey Pankratz on the mound. What do you feel like you guys were able to do today to have such a successful day between pitcher and catcher, I guess? What do you feel like works best for you guys today?
I think the best thing is just knowing the hitter and, like, conquering what they can't hit and make sure to target it every at-bat. I feel like once you find something that they can't do with it, it's a lot easier to put it out.
And again, obviously I asked Coach what you guys have been doing the best so far and what you guys need to continue to do this weekend, but obviously coach and player perspectives are different, so I'll ask you a similar question. Obviously, especially with Gilman Thorpe, you got the really big tournament with Slam Fest. What do you feel like you guys need to do to be successful from a player perspective?
I feel like we just need to work together, and we have been doing that throughout the year. And we constantly just, like, keep building up the team morale, and we have to just keep trusting one another. And I feel like the game just plays itself out then.
All right, well, I'll let you get out of the rain. Rain's starting to come down, but all I need you to do is just say your name, and I'm in the house. Look at the camera. I'll count you down, and then you're all set. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Emma Roper, and I'm in the house.
Great game today. All right, final score, Stratford 4, Assumption nothing. On behalf of Jack Weber, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Stay dry.